So here we are, looking at the United States of America. It's the biggest military force on the planet. Its economy, enormous. Its influence everywhere. On the outside, it looks mighty, invincible even. But what if that strength is just an echo from the past? What if the most serious threat to the US isn't a foreign army, but it's rottening away inside? Something rotten so bad that's creating chaos instead of stability and making old friends turn their back. The truth is, the United States looks powerful, but it might be just killing itself from the inside. Today, we are breaking it down into three clear parts. First, the international collapse. We'll talk about what's breaking at home. The economy is hurting, everyday people, institutions are under attack. Trust in everything is collapsing. Second, the external danger. We'll look at the reckless moves abroad, from Venezuela to the unbelievable talks about Greenland, and what that means for everyone's safety. And third, the new reality. We'll see how the world is adapting, how allies are turning away, and what country is stepping up to fill the void. This isn't just about American politics. It's about the future of North America, even the world. Stay with us. Forget the stock market numbers for a minute. Think about the guy filling up his semi-truck, the family trying to buy groceries. The cost of living is punishing. The labor market is shaky. For millions, the American dream is nothing but a tough daily grind. Then look at the actions of ICE agents. People are abused, beaten up on American streets, even shot to death. Others disappear, only be never seen again or heard from. American and international laws being bent or broken. It paints a picture of a nation losing its moral compass, its own rulebook. Is it any wonder that Trump's approval is an all-time low? But what's the root cause for all of that? This isn't just bad policies. What we are witnessing is a political revolution, but not by people against the government, but the president, Donald Trump, against its own people. And why? Because Donald Trump is a con man. Trump is politically, economically, and morally utterly inadequate to run anything, never mind a country. He is not even a successful businessman, as he likes to call himself. Donald Trump has filed bankruptcy for 6 of his businesses. 5 of them are casinos. Who bankrupts a casino? Seriously. But 5 of them? Now that takes talent. And that's not all. Many of his other business ventures simply went nowhere but in the trash can. Not to mention that Trump is a convicted felon, found guilty of sexual assault in some jurisdiction that is called rape, and on 34 counts of fraud. He is also a compulsive liar. By the end of his first term, Trump had lied 30,573 times, averaging about 21 lies a day. But the biggest con yet, he conned the American people to elect him as the President of the United States of America. Trump knew he could not succeed in a democracy, in a country that is run by the people, like a real democracy is. So, he started a revolution. He packed the courts, corrupted SCOTUS, the FBI, civil services, to place absolute loyalty above the law. Trump turned them into weapons, used against everything the US stands for, to smash the guardrails that have held up this country forever. When the courts are stacked, When the Justice Department becomes a political tool, when checks and balances are mocked, you are not looking at a strong democracy anymore. You are watching it unravel instead, turning into a fascistic regime. And when that happens, it doesn't just hurt Americans. It sends a shockwave across the globe. And that shockwave creates incredible risks. When a superpower becomes unstable, its foreign policies turns from calculated to chaotic. Take Venezuela. Talk of military intervention isn't new. But when it's done without serious consultations with Congress or neighbors, it's a solo act. It leaves allies holding the bag, dealing with refugees, regional instability, and diplomatic blowback. It tells the world, well, go it alone. Then there is the Greenland talk. Let's be blunt. The idea of the US threatening or even joking about taking territory from a NATO ally, Denmark, it's insane. The real danger isn't a Greenland invasion tomorrow. It's what the talk does to the alliance. It tells every NATO member your sovereignty might be next on the list of the orange fascist gangster. It destroys trust in a single comment. NATO works because everyone believes in collective defense. But what happens when the biggest NATO member suggests taking land from a smaller one? Just put this in reality for a second, please. The alliance starts to crack. It doesn't lead to World War III with missiles flying tomorrow, but to a quiet, cold death of solidarity. No country ties their security to someone so unreliable. Those flashpoints, Venezuela and Greenland, aren't about smart strategy. They are symptoms of an administration that values drama over dependability. And that is the most dangerous policy of all. So, where does that leave everyone else? Old allies in Europe and Asia are already choosing. They are cutting new trade deals and alliances that don't include the USA. They are building their own defense plans. They are no longer sure America has their back. So, they're making sure they can stand on their own. And this is where the story shifts. Because nature and global politics hate vacuum. When one leader steps back, another steps forward. And now, just look at Canada. Canada is no longer just watching. Our PM, Mark Carney, is stepping into the void. The world needs a stable, rule-based, trustworthy partner. And Canada is just that. Quite frankly, with the noise coming from the south, Canada's quiet reliability is starting to look like a superpower of its own. What about trade? The data is clear. The US market growth will slow down increasingly and become unpredictable. So Canada is pivoting fast. We are strengthening ties to Europe and Asia. The recent chaos with Venezuela's oil has China looking for stable suppliers. They are knocking on our door, asking for 1 million barrels a day. That's a massive opportunity if we are smart enough to improve the pipelines going west. On defense and global leadership, while the US talks about taking Greenland, Canada is working with Denmark and Norway on serious Arctic security and sovereignty. We are becoming the steady hand in a nervous neighborhood. The economic outlook for Canada in 2026 is strengthening. Confidence is returning. Investment is looking for a safe home. And in a world of uncertainty, safe and reliable is the new currency. Canada is cashing in. So here's the bottom line. The United States has all the hardware of a superpower. The ships, the planes, the dollars. But it's losing soft power big time. That is trust, stability and loyalty from its friends. The US looks mighty, but it's rotting away from the inside out. And the illusion of invincibility is breaking against the reality of eroded trust. American power remains vast, but its ability to lead a cohesive West is fracturing. And in that crisis, a new chapter is being written, not in Washington, but in capitals like Berlin, Paris, Tokyo and Ottawa. The world is reorganizing around dependable partners. Canada has a historic opening. We can be more than just America's doormat. We can be a global anchor, a bridge, even a leader. But I want to know what you think. Is this Canada's moment? Should we dive headfirst into leading with Europe and Asia? Or play it cautious, as we did for decades? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the real conversation going. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Europe Curious for more deep dives into the trends of reshaping our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.